All right, Assembly Bill 408.
Can I reclaim my time? Okay, thank you. I've spent the first two meetings talking about AB 408, which is Assembly Bill 408, and it's usually titled in the BRDs, Election Actions Pursuant to Municipal Utility District Act, Section Government Code 11852.5. That's a long explanation to just say that the district had an opportunity in 2014 to begin the process of just appointing board members that were going to run unopposed. So I've been here since 2005. Most of the board members have been here since at least, I'd say 2014 and 2016. And all of the board members likely saw the board motion that I provided to you this morning from 2014. The format probably copied this. And I know that this morning, Director Linney said, well, we have the option. Well, since 2014, no one on the board exercised that option. In fact, Director Linney didn't even vote for it last month. If it was such a great thing, I would assume that he would be on board with other people that voted for it, but he wasn't. I'm going to read this part because it's important, because it wasn't contained in the 2024 BRD. And it's irresponsible that it wasn't. And if the board feels that it's okay for it not to be included in BRDs, then I have a major concern about whether or not this board cares about what happens with ratepayer money. So this is what the old BRD said. The board supported the adoption of AB 408 because since 2002, East Bay Mud ratepayers have paid over $1.7 million in election costs for uncontested candidates. And in 2012, district ratepayers paid $475,000 in election costs for 3 uncontested candidates. Staff anticipates future savings potential could be on the same order as these historic costs. And then on the bottom, it says, do not take any, one of the alternatives, do not take any action and have the election proceed automatically for all open board seats, even those that are unopposed. This is what should have been in the BRD for 2024. This alternative is not recommended because the district supported adoption of AB 408 to provide a tool to control costs on behalf of its ratepayers and to give the board the authority to choose between appointing an unopposed candidate or proceeding with the election. I'm going to finish by saying it was completely irresponsible for a board member to put that motion to the board. Thank you, I yield.
All right, don't go away, Yvette.
Oh, and so on that other item, I just want to say that it's pretty obvious how these board motions changed and how fiscal impact was removed from these board motions. I mean, we've got in this number 2, of course we're going to need carbon dioxide, of course. But this board motion is coming from the Department of Finance. Can't they write up what the financial fiscal impact is? So the board can make good decisions on anything that comes before the board?
Makes sense.
Thank you. I yield.
All right.
About the fact that on August 27th, I asked under a public records request for all of the historical costs of having an incumbent director, having an incumbent director getting their name placed on a ballot. The law, or the Assembly Bill 408, was passed in 2014, and I've been here since 2015. And when in 2014, I was a little disappointed that board members could appoint other board members if they ran unopposed. But I remember reading the BRD a long time ago, and it just made complete sense. So I'm providing to you a copy of the 2014 BRD and a copy of the 2024 BRD. And there is a problem, a big problem. If you look at the 2014 BRD, you will see at the end of the document, it talks about fiscal impact. It talks about next steps. And it talks about the alternatives. This is the reason why every board member did not allow incumbents to have their name placed on the ballot. And I'm going to read this afternoon if I run out of time right now. Now, if you read the BRD that was given out recently, and I can totally understand why Director Gomez may have been under the impression that it wasn't a big deal, it's because the document did not contain portions that are important for ratepayers, that the district is wasting money. Now, the estimate was 200,000, but I'm going to find out if that 200,000 was based on what, 2016 costs? Because now that's quite a few years ago. It's upsetting that the first document says the secretary of the district from 2024 was Risha Cole, and the district secretary from 2014 was Lynell Lewis. But it isn't even the people in that position that write this, or at least vet it. It's the people in general counsel's office. And how this was allowed to move through is irresponsible. And I'm not done with this issue, because we've had board directors talk about Lana Coleman and how she was gonna, like, what did she expect, the district to waste money? Well, I'm gonna be back when I get that Public Records Act fulfilled. Thank you, I yield.